Welcome to your dream and interpretation today. It's my great pleasure to be here again to handle the dreams that you have sent to me. You are watching this channel for the first time, you have dreams bothering you. This is the right channel for you where you can get spirit-guided interpretation. Just go to comment section, drop your dream. Following 3 simple rules: your name, your location, and write your dream in brief, okay? God bless you. Today we have a dream we're going to analyze again. We're going to look at a dream that was sent to one of our dreamers, and she also sent her dream to me. And let's look at how the dream was interpreted to her by some other people. This is why I always say it's important you mind who interprets your dream, okay? This is not a joke here. This has to do with your destiny. This has to do with your life. If you are not careful the way your dream is being interpreted, you might get into trouble, all right? You get into problems. So please, I want to warn that be careful who interprets your dreams, okay? If you don't know the meaning of your dream, make sure you seek the service of a professional in this field. Not everyone is gifted with the ability to interpret dream. Otherwise, we can be misled, and possibly something might be wrong and be shattered about your life forever. So it's very important. Let's listen to this dream, and you hear the interpretation I give also to this particular dreamer. And then she later told me the interpretation she got from other places, and with that we'll be able to check and then learn our lesson from it and be careful so we don't make silly mistake in bid for people interpreting our dream anyhow. Now let me play the dream for us.
Good morning, man of God. It's me, Ngozi from Germany. I saw myself breastfeeding a baby in my dream. I don't know how the baby came, but all I know is I saw myself holding a baby, maybe from 7 to 9 months, breastfeeding the baby, and the baby, the milk was pouring, and the baby was swallowing the milk, swallow, until the baby breath full and the baby left. So I had the dream again, the second time, breastfeeding baby again. I don't know if it is the same baby. I don't know the sex of the baby. I saw myself again holding a baby. The second time, breastfeeding the baby, and the milk was so many. The milk was pouring like water. The baby was swallowing the milk so fast. The milk cannot be controlled. The milk was pouring, and the baby was swallowing. This time, the baby tried to swallow half of the milk. He tried to, to suck half of the milk of my breast. So, and the baby left. I said to myself, the baby want to finish the milk. He have already sucked half of the milk. Then I wake up. Please, I don't know what this thing means. I've already asked some people. They tell me one of two things, but I still want to know your own interpretation so that later I will let you know what others said. Thank you, sir.
All right, like we had here of the dream of her breastfeeding a baby. I mean, this is a grandmother here. It's a grandmother. She was breastfeeding a baby in the dream. A baby like 7 to 9 months was sucking her breast, sucking the milk. And then this dream came twice. Suck until she felt like the baby was almost sucking half of her breast. But it was interesting. After the baby was full, she said the baby left. And then she said she discussed with some people about the interpretation of the dream, which they told her. But she wanted to verify and be sure of what God has for her in this particular dream. What is God telling her? What is the message that the Lord wants her to know from this dream? Because that dream cannot just come like that. Of course, it carries a message. Dreams like this have important message in them, and she needs to know what exactly is God trying to get across to her. Now let's listen to the interpretation I gave to her. All right, good. Hello, Ngozi. How are you? God bless you. Just listen to your dream right now of baby sucking you, sucking a milk from you. I mean, that's a great assignment that God is giving you. What is this assignment? God is talking to you here that you have destiny to sustain. There's those destinies you have to sustain. That is somebody or people that are in need of you, in need of your help, in need of your guidance, in need of your sustenance. So it is just a symbolism, which is the same as parabolic dream. Parabolic dream. God is using you to sustain a life, to rescue a life. A mother breastfeed a baby means she's sustaining a life, growing a life, helping another life to grow, helping another life to grow. Sometimes it can be stressful, sometimes it might not be easy, and sometimes to be as if, the baby suck up the mother, meaning when you are helping people, it is not an easy task. When you are trying to rescue somebody, it's not going to be an easy task. It is a sacrifice. It is a sacrifice. When Jesus gave his life for us, that is what he did. We suck him until we suck his entire life out, but he recovered it. So it is a life of sacrifice. That is what that means, to sustain somebody, to help somebody to rise, to help somebody to make it. That is what it means. So it is just a parable. God is talking to you there. It is not a bad dream. It is not a bad dream, and it is not a negative dream, but a good dream of God giving you assignment to keep somebody alive, to help somebody also to be alive the way he keep you alive. So that's it. We suck the breast of Jesus. We suck his life entirely. So somebody too must suck us so that we help somebody to live. That's the joy of life. God bless you. So this is the interpretation that the Spirit of God gave to her through me. All right, about somebody sucking her breast, her child, little child sucking her breast, and all of that, which has to do with a life of sacrifice. Okay, that she must live a life of sacrifice. She must allow somebody to benefit from her life. That is exactly what God told me about that dream, which I sent to her, as we all have heard. Now she sent back to me the dream I interpreted, and then she told me what some other people told her about the dream. Now let's listen to what she sent to me so that we can pick up one or two lessons from that, because I'm trying to groom us to know how to get interpretation of our dreams correctly, so we don't get misled or misguided by people who are not gifted in this particular field. This is important. It is important that people who interpret your dream must be people who are gifted from God, from above. But I know as I continue to guide you here, with time, you'll be able to understand your dream, and no one will be able to deceive you. All right, let's listen to the one she sent to me.
Thank you, Pastor, for the dream interpretation. It's good, to consult somebody who knows about what you don't know. When I had this dream, I called because he's in Nigeria. He's in Nigeria. So I told him this dream. He said, had it been that I'm a young person, I could have another baby. I said, what? He said, yes. Then I called a lady friend. I said, yeah. No, I called a pastor also here in Germany. I said, see you. He said to me, oh, the dream is not good, that they are sucking out my spiritual power, and so on. I should rebuke it and make prayer, so and so and so forth. Then I said, okay, let me hear from you. That's the reason why I said, let me hear from the expert. That is you. Thank you for the interpretation. You have, so you can listen to others people their own explanation. God bless. Thank you.
So we've had the responses she got from other people who interpreted her dream, and I want us to please learn from it and be careful, because interpretation of dreams is spiritual exercise, seriously spiritual exercise with the wisdom of God. You understand that? So there is no way here it will have been maybe they are sucking her spiritual power. In what context? When a baby suck a mother, is it sucking out her spiritual power? No. It's taking a nutrient that will sustain him. So if somebody have to suck you, then that person must be taking a spiritual strength from you that will sustain the person. Isn't that? So here, that is not what the meaning stands for. That something like a negative dream. That's what the impression the person gave. So please, it is not a negative dream. It is a dream of sacrifice, life of sacrifice. Somebody benefiting from your life, you trying to sustain other life so they can also grow into God's favor and destiny for their life. When people come after the knowledge of God in you, people come after what you carry, that is like they are sucking from your breast. They are sucking from your breast. So in such context, it is not a bad dream. It is not a negative dream. We are all created to reproduce. That is part of the law of God. To show that you are carrying the life of blessing is the ability to reproduce. And therefore, if you must reproduce, you must be willing to make sacrifice. You must be willing to help somebody also to rise. And that is what this dream is just talking about. God wants to use her to help other people who needed her help badly to rise. From her little resources, God wants her to raise other lives, which is what makes us happy in life. Jesus came and gave his own life for us. And that is why our lives are saved today. All of us are raised today as believers because somebody came to give us his life. So we suck him. And that is the life today that became our life. You see that? That is the life. You see, I came that you may have life more abundantly. He came with his breast. We suck. And that is today. We are now Christian, little Christ. And that is just what that dream stands for. So it's important. No, this is a spiritual knowledge. This is a spiritual wisdom that guides you to live a life of sacrifice and not to put fear and scare you. So that is the mystery behind this dream. And I felt it's important for us to learn from it because many of you sometimes see yourself breastfeeding in the dream and you are wondering, is it a bad dream? Is it a horrible dream? You are so scared. In most circumstances, it's not a bad dream for you to breastfeed somebody. It means you are nurturing someone. It means you are helping something to grow. You are helping someone to grow. That's what it means. That is like mentorship. It's like mentorship grace. Building the younger destiny, building the younger generation to rise to the fullness of the stature that God also wants them to be. So it is not a bad dream for you to breastfeed someone in your dream. All right, you are not breastfeeding cat. If you are breastfeeding cat or you are breastfeeding dog, then I will know what to tell you there. But as long as you are breastfeeding a baby, it is not a horrible dream. So don't be scared when you have that kind of dream. Just consider that as a strong assignment from God, that God is going to use you to raise another life. God through you will empower another life to come to the fullness of who God has destined them to be. What an awesome dream. What a wonderful dream that can just change your life by this understanding. I believe this will have helped you one way or the other to learn from. So please take notice and mind who interprets your dream. Do not interpret your dream foolishly for yourself or give it to someone who is not having the ability to interpret this. This is a gift from God and we must value it and be careful. And I'm sure as I continue to guide us with time, my mission is to make sure that your eyes is open to how God speaks in dream and how to understand how God also speaks in dream and then the interpretation of whatever God is getting across to you. That is my mission here. So much that over time, there are most of the basic dreams that you'll be able to handle for yourself. And those that are above you, as I continue to guide you, you'll be growing more in the spirit and you'll be able to know, oh, this is what God is telling me and this is what God is saying I should not do, or this is what God is saying I should do. That is how we grow into the fullness of the knowledge of who God is and how God speaks to us, especially in our dreams. So thank you for watching today's episode. I hope it has been a blessing to you. Let me know at the comment section how this episode has blessed you today. And don't forget to sign up as one of my patrons who support what I'm doing here. Once you sign up as my patron or one of my VIP, then I'll be there to guide you privately, to interpret your dream for you privately, okay? That's the advantage you enjoy. As a VIP, you can call me and talk to me anytime you want to talk to me about any issue bothering you. You have the free direct access to me to talk to me once you sign up as one of my VIP. Check it out. The link is there and my WhatsApp number is there on how you can be my VIP or my partner. God bless you. Thank you so much for watching this day episode. Knowing what your dream means is vital to your safety. Knowing what your dream means is vital to your safety. See you in the subsequent episode. I'm Paul S. Joshua. Bye for now.